Welcome to part 5 of the Spinetics Fusion Elements walkthroughs. In this section we're going to take a first look at the concept of fusion skins. Previously, in parts 1 to 4, we created templates for use in Fusion. We assigned certain areas as dynamic, we uploaded them to Fusion, and the user could then change the settings for those particular areas. Skins, which can be used in addition to templates, assign certain areas of the display to permanently display some information, regardless of which program is active at the time. We're going to demonstrate this in this example by having a scrolling news ticker which is always present along the bottom of the screen. We start in the same place in the My Fusion Elements folder, and we right click and select New Skin. This is going to be News Ticker. And as usual, HMD will create some default content. Now the default content for a skin is somewhat more complex than what it looks like for a template, because placeholders exist to represent the program area itself. This is where whatever is being made active will be displayed. And then two existing layers for content that needs to be placed behind the program area and in front. We're actually going to delete these for this example, as we're just going to simply add something below. Notice that the Layers tab has been split into two separate tabs to represent layers in front and layers behind. The first thing to do is to import our news ticker template from the My Templates News folder. Drag this in, and the first thing we notice, of course, is that it can't be seen yet because we have black text on a black background. So after arranging the program area in the news template, I open the news template layer and change the text to white. And when I press apply, you'll see the default text scrolling. Now we want to change the source of the RSS feed from this example text, and we could do this within the RSS feed source field in HMD. But what we'd like to do is actually make this editable by the user in Fusion in the same way that the user can edit certain parameters for the templates. And we do this within the XML tree. We first looked at the XML tree in the last section, and the XML tree for the news template, we look to expand the defs node, and then we look for the title node that represents the RSS source field, and that's this, which is currently set to inline. We leave the content as is, but we right click the node and select Make Content Editable with Fusion. Notice that the Fusion tab has appeared again, and we can update this to make the label a bit more intuitive. After saving, the last thing to do is archive the project ready for uploading into Fusion. This is newsticker.7z. Back in Fusion, over on the Skins tab, we're going to add the archive that we just created. And after clicking the double up arrow for activate, we immediately get the option to change that RSS source. Now here I'm going to change the source to the same RSS example I was using back in part 1, which is the BBC front page for sport, and press save. And now the skin is active. If we go over to the homepage preview of Fusion, you'll see the general notice program which we had visible before, but surrounded by the new skin which we've created. You can find more information about skins in Fusion on the Spinetics support wiki by searching for keyword Fusion Skins.